My name is Shana Malia. I train at Trap House Boxing Gym, and this is my story of how I went from 102 kilos to competing in a boxing fight.
What was your lowest point before deciding to start training?
I used to be very reserved, very antisocial. I used to have some friends that used to bully me in a friendly way, jokingly way, for sure. Then when I get home, I realize what was said, and it used to get me a bit. I used to have a lot of daily struggles. Yes, I used to every day I need to see what I wear. Everything seems to be too tight or not good. Things I used to say to myself was that I will never be good enough. I was never happy when I look in the mirror. I would think that people would think less of me because of how I looked. Um, they wouldn't think I'm enough to talk to. This used to bring me down a lot, for sure.
How did you get into this journey?
At one point, I was really, really unhappy with myself. Obviously, this wasn't the first time I have thought this. This this has been in my mind for a long time, as I always have been the bigger kid. I think it was very hard to move my body since I was overweight. Um, uh, but then eventually, as I kept going and kept going back, I started to feel lighter, so I was seeing results. So obviously, I wanted to push more, as I wanted to see how far I should.
When did you start feeling different?
I started feeling different when I started to lose weight. I was getting a little bit more confident. This was like 4 months of doing boxing. Um, uh, so I started to lose some weight. I started to fit into clothes that I wanted to fit. In my day-to-day life, boxing affected me on how I see food, how I look at myself, how I talk to others. It made me feel like I'm worth something. Um, uh, Even if someone knows that I train boxing, it made me feel powerful, but in a humble way. So 9 months after started training boxing, there was an event. My coach thought that I was ready, and he thought that it would be a good challenge for me to surpass how I used to feel. Honestly, I didn't think I would go into fighting like on a ring in front of many people, because this would scare the out of me. And like 4 years ago. So the first fight was really, it was a really big thing in my life. I was very anxious. I'm not sure if I have the balls to go in front of all those people, in front of my family, especially, and fight and give a show. Honestly, um, stepping into the ring, I was feeling numb. I don't know what I was feeling. I was feeling every emotion, but nothing at the same time. I don't know. I feel like when I was walking towards the ring, time stopped. I didn't know what was happening. I felt ready. I felt like, yes, this is what I need to do and where I need to be. I actually lost my first fight, which that was why I wanted to push more, do more, and like I was hungry to train more and to win at some point, because I never want to feel that way again. Never.
What did you need from a coach when you first started?
Actually, what I actually needed from a coach in the beginning was the brutal reality. Someone who actually would tell me the harsh truth about my situation, and someone who would help me to navigate through these problems together. Honestly, my coach was really harsh on me, as us being cousins. We had a bond, so he knew what I needed and what I needed to hear. So of course there was times where I didn't want to do it, but he pushed me A lot. I mean a lot. Le, għajartna ħafna, imma il-fat li konti uħsiebi kienet tissir ħafna lija.
If the old you could see you now, what would she say?
She wouldn't even think about being a social person or being in front of a camera. She would always dream of it, but she would never had the courage to do anything. Honestly, I feel proud. I'm still not where I want to be, but from where I used to be, yes, I'm really proud.
What would you tell someone who's feeling exactly how you felt back then?
The beginning is always hard. Of course, this is something everyone says, but it's the actual truth. I mean, everyone will feel motivated in the beginning, but unfortunately, it doesn't last. You need to have a goal. You need to have a vision. Like, where would you want to be in 6 months or in a year? Vision that keep showing up. Of course, you will not feel 100% every day, but if you keep showing up, yes, you will achieve it.
Shout out Trap House Boxing, the best motherfucking gym in the country.